Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video because I do videos on relationships every once in a while if you've ever seen any of my videos. So I wanted to make a video kind of just like really basic, like just 5 really simple tips for a good relationship. Like 5 rules that I kind of go by. I feel like if I'm dating someone, I want them to agree with me on this a little bit as well. And so I thought I would share it with you guys, see if you guys agree with me, and just, you know, we can just share some ideas. So yeah, let's jump into these 5 tips. Okay, tip number 1. I already know some people are gonna disagree with me on this. I think when I was in high school, I probably would have disagreed with me, but I think now that I'm a little bit older and I'm more mature, my views have changed a little bit. But here's the thing, guys. When you're in a relationship, don't flirt with other people. You already have someone. They're the person you do the flirting with. You don't need anyone else. It's a 2-player game. I don't get it. I don't know why people think when they're in a relationship, it's okay to flirt with other people. That never made sense to me. I know I usually wait until the end to ask a question, but I really want to know. Guys, do you count flirting as cheating? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you agree with me that flirting while you're in a relationship is like not okay, give this video a thumbs up down below, and if you disagree, give it a thumbs down. Anyway, rule number 2. Make time for each other. People get busy, like I get that, and honestly one of the main reasons I'm not in a relationship right now is because I don't have time to be in a relationship. And I don't want to like say I'm dating someone if I'm only gonna give them like a couple hours a week and like only see them when I'm at school or doing something where they're already gonna be there. Like that's not fair. And me personally, this is just another one of my like unpopular opinions, but I don't consider texting as like hanging out. Like there's something different about being in person with someone that I don't think a phone or a webcam can ever replace. Rule number 3, give each other space. And I know it sounds like I'm literally contradicting the last thing I said. Hear me out. When you're in a relationship, you have to make some time for each other. We get that. I just went over that. Okay. But I feel like there's a contrast when you don't get to see them all the time, that it's like you almost appreciate them more. Like I honestly don't have any idea how to explain this. Like I have this image in my head where it makes sense, but I can't put it to words. This is why people usually script their videos, and mine are just like kind of off the top of my head. I don't know. I just feel like when I don't get to see someone all the time, it almost makes me appreciate them more when I do get to see them. It's almost like a good way not to take them for granted. Like I don't, just trust me on this one. I don't know. I suck with words. I get that. Next tip. Rule number 4. Arguing is not bad in a relationship. I'm not saying like go out of your way to argue, but honestly I do have this feeling that if you're in a relationship where there's never any arguing at all, it's probably just a relationship where there's a lot of secrets. Like when you argue in like the right way, it's actually like healthy for a relationship. And when I say arguing, I'm not talking about like yelling at each other and like calling each other names. Like that's not what I'm talking about. I just mean when you can like disagree on something, hear each other's points of view, and then like work towards a solution. Because when you're with someone and you can resolve issues like that, there's pretty much like nothing that can break you. Like you're pretty much indestructible at that point. Like me and my best friend, we argue all the time, but after the argument's over, we don't have like this sort of like resentment towards each other. Like 5 minutes after we argue, we already forgot and we like don't care. We just like respect each other's differences, and I think that's like why we're boys. Which actually leads me perfectly into my last tip, number 5, which is respect each other's differences. Too many people, I see so many people that get into relationships with someone and it's like everything's good at first, and then when they start seeing each other a lot, they have like certain things that they don't like about each other. And when you see people starting to try and change the other person they're in a relationship with, that's when you know it's a wrap. And I remember I was in a relationship once where I did try and change the person, and that was like, looking back, like the one thing I learned that like I don't do anymore. Like I learned if the person you're dating doesn't do something that you want them to do and you're trying to change them, like just don't be with it, just find someone else. And that's the thing, trying to change someone in a relationship is such like a waste of time. Like do you know how many fish there are in the sea? Like this many, like a lot of fish. Seriously, finding a relationship where you can be completely comfortable being yourself and expressing who you are without like worrying about being judged, that's like the best relationship you can be in. And I think I'm gonna end the video right there because I'm not gonna say anything smarter than that for the rest of this video. That's pretty much the peak right there. So guys, I hope you like this video. If this is your first time ever watching one of my videos and you don't hate my face, feel free to subscribe because these are the kind of videos I make. And also give this video a thumbs up down below if you forgot, and you know, leave a comment. Add some extra tips down below that I might not have said. But guys, that's really all I've got to say on it, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next Monday. Peace. Like, me and my best friend, we argue all the time, but it's like, at the end of the argument, we don't, like, have, like, what's the word? The fuck is the word? Resentment! That's the word! We don't have resentment towards each other.